Jeremiah Ward.
Hey, Chuck, come down either to the bucket or in front of the driver's stand. All right, as soon as Chuck gets in place, we'll get you guys going. All right, let's get him rolling. Chadwick, you're live. Jeremiah, you're live. Kyle and Lou, both are live. Everyone's hot. All right, Jeremiah Ward up top, coming out hot with a 14 flat. Chadwick Mishler second. Lou third. Kyle fourth. 22.512 for Jeremiah. 21.509 for Mishler. 21.514 for Lou. Lou 0.6 behind Mishler. Mishler's 2.3 behind Jeremiah. Kyle is 3.1 behind Lou. All drivers are in the 14-second mark. Oh, a little issue for Lou and Kyle. Go low on the backstretch, low on the backstretch. $21.5 Blinky, Heat 1, you're up next. That's Harold, Christian, Steve, Christian, John Johnson, Steve Roebling, and Ryan Scott. You guys are up next. All right, with 2 down, 3 to go. Jeremiah Ward by 5.8 seconds on Mishler. Mishler's got about 7.1 on Brummett. Brummett's 4.2 up on Lou. 13.765, your fast lap for Jeremiah Ward. 22.510 for him. 21.509 for Mishler. 25.14 for Kyle. 19.510 for Lou.
Two minutes left.
All right, minute 45. Ward on top still by 9.7. Chadwick next, 21.510. Brummett, 25.07. Lou, 25.13, 3.1 behind Brummett.
1 minute left.
All right. Jeremiah still on top,
45
22.509.
seconds
Chadwick, 21.508. Kyle, 25.07. Lou is 6.2 behind Kyle on a 25.15 with 30 to go, 30 seconds to go. I'll need one
30
volunteer turn
seconds
marshal if I
left.
can get him.
Fifteen seconds left. Chadwick Mishler done. Lou Torres done. Jeremiah Ward done.
All right, waiting on Kyle. There's Kyle.
All drivers
All right,
are
all
finished.
drivers are done. Jeremiah Ward,
Kyle
22.509.
done.
Chadwick, 21.508. Kyle, 25.07. Lou, 19.5 flat. All right, guys, put your cars up. Come out to turn marshal. If I can get a volunteer to help, please, that'd be great.
Greg Harrell.
He said, I had $130 in cash. The credit for the hobby shop. He's like,
I just saw another car. I was curious if it was checked or the guy next to it because it's sitting in the middle of it.
yeah. What's that? Stevie?
John Johnson. Steve Roebling. Ryan Scott.
Oh, thank you, Ginger. All right, I need my Wheeler guys out to turn marshal. Wheeler guys out to turn marshal, please. Steve, did you check in?
Stephen Christian.
Just need Kyle Brummett. Hey, go to the dots on the inside of the track. Gotcha. I got everyone checked in. You guys want to get rolling? Give yourself some space. All right, John Johnson's hot. Roebling, you're hot. Steve's live. Greg Harrell's live. Ryan Scott, you're live. All right, with a minute in, it's John Johnson up top. Steve Christian just moved to second, but had an issue on the straightaway. Ryan Scott third, Harold fourth, Steve Roebling fifth. Fast lap is a 15.137 for Johnson. Little issue there for Greg Harrell. Minute 30 in, 3:30 to go. John Johnson still on top, 25.09. Ryan Scott, 19.512. Steve Roebling, 18.503. Steve Christian, 18.514. Greg Harrell, 17.5. All right, John Johnson's comfortable 7-second lead over Scott. Scott's got a 1.2-second lead over Roebling. Roebling's 2.7 on Christian. Christian's 0.2 on Harrell. Fast laps to 14.7 for Johnson, 16 flat for Scott, 15.9 for Roebling, 15.6 for Harrell, 15.6 for Christian. $2:30 to go. 2:30 down, 2:30 to go.
Two minutes left.
Watch after the rumble strips. Watch after the rumble strips. All clear. Heard the lady, 2 to go. John Johnson still on top, 25.04. Greg Harrell's moved his way up to second, now 19.514. Steve Christian's third, 18.5 flat. Ryan Scott, 18.502. Steve Roebling at 18.517.
One minute left. "45 seconds left. "30 seconds left. "15 seconds left.
Hey, bum. You need something at the hobby shop? Yeah. Caden can get you. Unless Caden's in this one. Let me see. No, Caden should be able to help you.
John Johnson done.
All right, John Johnson.
Greg Harrell done.
25.07. Greg Harrell,
Ryan Scott
19.507. Steve Christian,
Steve
19.515.
Roebling
Ryan Scott, 18.504.
All
Steve,
drivers are
18.517. All right, guys, put your
Steve
cars up. Come out
Christian
to turn
done.
marshal. Put your cars up. Come out to turn marshal, please.
Trevor Montgomery.
All right, your TQ right now is
Luis
John Johnson,
Suarez.
2507.
Bernie Hammer. John Steger. Lou Torres.
Hey, Austin, where you at? Go across the line for me. Oh, you're yellow buggy right now. Yellow. All right, you're good.
Austin Tunney.
All right, got all my turn marshals. I believe Steve just on those 3 dots. Steve, those 3 dots right there in the middle of the track. Thank you. Steve, if you can stand on those 3 dots, yeah. Yep. Who am I missing? Oh, Ryan can't marshal. Do you mind just sitting right there? Okay, all right, we got it covered. Thank you, Andre. All right, guys, get them rolling. All right. Austin's live. John's live. Trevor's live. Luis, you're live. Lou, you're live. And Bernie, you're live. All right, guys, that TQ pace, 2507, set by John Johnson. (21.5 Heat 3, you're next. 21.5 Heat 3, you're next. All right, right now with about a minute in, it's Luis on a 25.05. That's a new TQ. Trevor Montgomery, 25.07. Austin, 25.11 or 25.08. Luis has moved down to third. Trevor up top. Trevor's on a 25.07. Austin, 25.08. Luis, 25.11. Lou, 25.13. John, 19.513. Bernie, 18.508. Fast lap goes to Luis with a 15.138. Trevor's got a 15.250. Austin, 15.193. Lou, 15.487. John, 16.182. Bernie, a 15.910. All right, 3 to go. Trevor Montgomery, 25.05, new TQ. Austin's on a 25.08. Luis, 25.12. Austin's less than a second behind Montgomery. Luis is 1.5 off of Austin. Lou's 3.1 off of Luis. 3.4 off of Lou is Steger. Steger's about a 10-second gap up to Bernie. All right, 2 to go. It's Trevor, Austin, Luis, Lou, Steger, and Hammer. 25.05 currently is TQ for your leader right
2
now,
minutes
Trevor
left.
Montgomery. Austin's on a 25.08. That's about 1 second off of second place over John Johnson. Then you have Luis, 25.11. Lou, 19.502. Steger, 18.506. Bernie, 18.516. Fast lap is Trevor Montgomery, 14.975. Luis, 15 flat. Austin, 15.146. Lou, 15.144. Steger, 16 flat. Bernie, 15.910. Luis went up top now. No new TQ here. Luis, Trevor, Austin, your top three, separated by a second. Little issue there for Lou. Trevor back up top. Luis second. Austin third. Lou is going to probably stay in fourth. John fifth or Bernie sixth. 2/10 separates Trevor and Luis. 1 second separates the top three with 30 to go.
30 seconds left. $15 seconds left.
That was interesting. Issue for your leader, Luis, dropped down to second. Trevor back up top. Everyone off TQ, though. Austin in third. Lou 4. Steger 5. Bernie 6.
John Steger done. Austin Tunney done. Luis Horace done.
All right, Luis
Trevor Montgomery
gets
done.
up top on this one, 25.13. Austin,
done.
25.15. Trevor, 25.18. Lou,
All
19.509.
drivers
Steger, 18.504. Bernie,
Bernie Hammer
18.514. All right, everybody but Luis come out to turn marshal. Everybody but Luis come out to turn marshal. Still have some fast guys left.
Robert Quilter.
Quilter's been fast. Hayes is fast. Puckett's been fast. Andre hasn't been here for a while, so I don't know.
Rob Puckett.
Caden's
Andre Jones. Chuck Hayes.
initial voyage on his new Mugen. Or Mod Short Course. You're next. Mod Short Course is next.
Caden Christian.
All right, where's my guys out? Bernie, Steger, Torres. I see Lou, Trevor, and Austin. I see Trevor. Hey, Bernie, go to the dots if you can. Hey, Austin. Yep. What am I missing? All right, we're good. All right. Let's get you guys rolling. Your TQ, 25.07, set by John Johnson. Gotcha, Andre. You're live. Quilter's live. Give yourself some space. Caden, you're live. Go high on the backstretch, high on the backstretch. Got a lot of steering there, Caden. All right, Chuck Hayes is live. Andre's live. Quilter's live. Puckett's live. Just waiting on Caden. All right, everyone's live. All right, with about a minute 15 in, Chuck Hayes, 25:02, new TQ. Robert Quilter, 25:04. Chuck Hayes with a 14.5 fast lap. Puckett's on a 25:11. Andre, 18.508. Caden, 11.513. Quilter and Hayes are only separated by 0.7 of a second now. Puckett is about 7 seconds off of Quilter. 2 seconds by Quilter's is Andre, and Andre's got about a 50-second lead up on Caden. Closest battle is for that top two. Chuck's flirting with a 21 lap. 25 flat right now, 25:03 for Quilter. All right, 2:30 down, 2:30 to go. Hayes is still on top. He's into 21s, 21.514, 25:05 for Quilter. Puckett's on a 19.513. Andre, 18.508. Caden's on a 13.508. Still learning that car. Hey, Steve, Christian.
2 minutes left.
Yeah, can you run it when I run 17.5? You don't have... No, 75's up after mod short course. You got time. Huh? There's a lot. I like the way it's kind of laying over. All right, minute to go. Chuck Hayes still off into the 20s now, 25:01. Robert, 25:06. Puckett, 19.509. Andre, 18.502. Caden, 15.520.
1 minute left.
He didn't run any laps at all with it, did he? Yeah. And are those new tires or the tires I gave him? Okay. I mean, they're pretty new. They look pretty good, yeah. Well, they got the front tires like almost brand new.
45 seconds left.
No, I almost need to like dumb the steering down a little bit, like slow it.
30 seconds left.
Looks good though. I like the way it's. All right, Chuck Hayes TQing it right now, 25:01. Robert Quilter's down into the 19s now, 19.5 flat.
15 seconds left.
Just how close everybody is, except for Chuck. Like.
Andre Jones done. Robert Quilter done.
I'll be interesting to see. I haven't taken my car out since I put the new speed controller in it, so we'll see how that works. Yeah, I got it.
Chuck Hayes done. Caden Christian done. All drivers are finished.
He got a lot better.
Rob Puckett done.
Well, the car's better to shoot on. right, need all you guys put your cars up, come out to turn marshal. Cars up, come out to turn marshal. Yeah, we should be out of here. Hour rounds.
Luis Oris.
I'll run this one and then. What does it have? The regular low-C?
Brian Shutt.
I think we do got the
Austin Tunney.
low-C 75s in there, I think. You can check the spare stuff that Joseph had, or just go look in there under TLR. The hell? Coulter, what'd you do to my screen?
Robert Quilter.
The hell? Hey, Caden, come down to the dots off of 3. Thank you. All right, so I'm going to need one turn marshal here because Robert's in this. Can I get a volunteer? Hey, Puckett, come down to the bucket. Ha, ha, ha. Didn't mean to make that rhyme, but that is kind of funny. Chuck Hayes to the dots. I got my 4. Can I get one turn marshal? Hey, Andre, come down to the dots in front of the driver's stand. That way you can cover 2 corners. Go right here in front of me where the dots are. Thank you very much, Greg Harrell. All right, guys, I got my turn marshals. If you all want to get yourself rolling, get yourself spread out, give yourself some space. All right. Brian, you're live. Austin's live. Luis is live. And Quilter's live. See if Austin can repeat his victory from just a couple days ago. Right now, he went back on top with 30 seconds in, but we'll let you guys get some laps in here. All right, minute in, 3 to go. Quilter on top. Tooney second. Shoot third. And Luis fourth. Fast lap 15.938 for Austin. Or for Robert. 16.1 for Austin. 17.3 for Brian. 16.9 for Luis. Minute 30 down. 3:30 to go. 17.5 Blinky, you're next. 17.5 Pro, you're next. Two down, 3 to go. Austin's now on top on a 19.515. Robert's half a second behind with an 18.5 flat. Luis 17.502. Brian 17.518. Fast lap still holds to Quilter, though, with a 15.938. All right, 2:15 to go. Quilter's on top now, 19.513. Austin, 19.514. Luis, 18.510. Brian, 17.518. Austin's about 3/10 off of Robert Quilter right now.
2
Robert,
minutes left.
half a second now. Luis is about 7 seconds off of Austin. And Brian's 14 off of Luis. That's a half a second. See where we're at here at the line when Austin comes across. See if he's got plenty of time to dip into Robert's lead. 2 seconds now. Roberts extended that. Must have had a little bad lap there for Austin. Yep, 17-second lap. That'll do it. Oh, issue for a second place car.
1 minute left.
That's going to maybe give Luis a chance. See where we're at when we cross the line. Nope, 1.6 seconds separates him with 45 to go. Robert's got about a 6-second lead over
left.
Austin. Austin 1.6 on Luis. Brian's 23 down. Again, I'll need a volunteer turn marshal after this one too.
30 seconds left. $15 seconds left.
All right, Quilter's got about a 10-second cushion over Austin. Austin's got 0.04 of a second on Luis. Little issue that last lap for Luis, so I think Austin will stay on second place. Yeah. Ooh,
Brian
1/100th of a
done.
second. See where Austin is when he crosses the line here. Quilter, you're still live.
Austin Tunney done.
Yep, Austin got second.
Luis Orris
No,
done.
Luis ended up second. Austin third, waiting on Quilter. I need Steve to come up here to turn marshal. Or turn marshal, call the race.
All drivers are finished.
All right. If we can get a volunteer,
Robert
please.
Quilter
All you
done.
guys come out to turn. Actually, we need 2 volunteers because Austin's in this one. Get 2 volunteers to turn marshal, please. Thank you, Lou.
Kyle Brummett. Jeremiah Ward. George A. Chuck Hayes. The Ginger Ninja. Chadwick Mishler.
All right, I'm going to need at least 2 volunteer marshals as 2 of my drivers in the last race are in this one. If I can get a marshal at the dots in front of the J Concepts banner. When the race starts, we marshal at the dots at the J Concept banner instead of number 2 for this layout. Thank you. All right, guys, if I can get everybody to stop. I need Jason to cross, Is that you, Jason?
Yours.
I need Austin to cross, please.
Austin
And I need
Tunney.
Luis to cross.
Luis Oris.
All right, that's everybody's checked in. If you want to get them rolling, we'll go live. Give your guys some space. Remember, you're racing the clock, not each other. Where do we need them at? Where? All right, I need one more marshal down at the dots by number 3. Caden Christian, can you help me out? Please run, hurry, fast. These guys want to go. Get Ryan Scott out there to volunteer marshal for me. At the other end, son, at the dots. All right, drivers, if you want to get them rolling, give yourself some space. The loop is going live. Marshals look alive. Loop is live. Luis, you are live. Jeremiah, Austin, Kyle, Ginger Ninja, Jason, Chadwick, Chuck, you're live. Now George is live. Everyone is on a live clock. Coming up on 1 minute, we got George out front, followed by Jeremiah, Ginger Ninja, Chuck Hayes, Chadwick Mishler, Kyle Brummett, Luis, Jason. Looks like George came out with a fast lap and pulled out. So now we've got Jeremiah on top, followed by Ginger Ninja, Chuck, Luis, Chad, Austin, Jason, and Kyle. Little over a minute down. Leader has a bad tumble, waits for time to pass. Leader's in the all-white buggy. Now Chuck Hayes up to your number 1 spot in the green and white, headed over to start-finish. Making his way down the straightaway with Kyle. Now Ginger Ninja jumps up to P1 in the pink and white backed Mugen down the straightaway. Watch the backstretch, low on the backstretch, low on the backstretch. Backstretch is clear. 2 minutes down, still got Sean out front, followed by Chuck, Chadwick, Luis, Jeremiah, Austin, Kyle, and Jason. Sean's on a 21.511, followed by Chuck on a 25 flat. Chad's on a 25.09, Luis on a 25.12. Jeremiah on a 25.12. Chadwick's on a 19.501. Austin's on a 19.501. Kyle's on a 19.512. And Jason's on a 18.501. Fast lap so far. Sean's a 14.3. Chuck's a 14.7. Jeremiah's a 14.35. Luis a 15.0. Chad's a 15.1. Austin a 15.2. Kyle a 15.2. Jason's a 15.8. 3 down, 2 to go. Sean's still up front on a 21.511. Chuck's now on a 21.513, just 1.1 behind.
2 minutes left.
Luis on a 25.10. You're 6.6 behind Chuck. Jeremiah, you're just 1.7 behind Luis. Chadwick, you're 1.0 off of Jeremiah. Austin, you're 3.1 behind Chadwick. Kyle, you're 2.1 behind Austin. Minute 30 remains. Ginger Ninja's now dropped it down to a 21.510. Chuck's on a 21.514, just 2.1 behind Sean. Jeremiah, you're 7.6 off of Chuck. That's your top 3. Leader Sean working on traffic. Watch by the loop. Watch by the loop. All right. This end of the track is clear.
1 minute left.
Watch the straightaway. High on the straightaway. Straightaway is clear.
$45 left.
45 seconds to go as your leader makes his way down the straightaway. He is 0.8 ahead of Chuck for that TQ and number 1 position. Pulled a little time that
30
lap.
seconds left.
1.17 between Chuck and Sean. Jeremiah, you're 8 seconds behind Chuck. Chadwick, you're 1.3 behind Jeremiah. Kyle, you're 12 seconds off of
left.
Chadwick. Closest battles on the track are for the lead and for third. So your top 4 are all separated by about 4 seconds. Master clock has expired as Chuck Hayes jumps up to the number 1 spot by 0.8 seconds. Chuck and Sean switching back and forth for that P1.
Jeremiah Ward done. Luis Orris done. Kyle Brummett done. Austin Tunney done. Chadwick Mishler done. The Ginger Ninja done. All drivers are finished. Chuck Hayes done.
Chuck Hayes takes the TQ on a 21.511 with a 9. Ginger Ninja 21.512, 0.355 back. Chadwick Mishler ends up P3, 11 off of Sean. Jeremiah was 0.337 off of Chadwick. Kyle Brummett was P5, Austin P6, Luis P7. All right, what the hell we got going on here? It's it. Practice is next.
Knee's awful. What's that? So I'm fucking awful.
What happened to it?
I don't know. Me driving it.
Did it come unsoldered or something?
No, it came out of the receiver. All right, 8:15, guys. We'll go at 8:15. Hey, 21.5 guys, would you guys be okay running 8 and 8? 21.5 guys, you guys okay running 8 and 8 instead of? Okay, we'll just do that. It's going to be by speed anyway, so. Yeah, what's up? What'd you buy? XP2? Yeah, we'll get you one. Yep. Let me get this moved around here real quick here.
Okay. You do what you got to do.
No, I'm good here. Apply. No, modified short courses there. What's up first? Wheelers first. Mod short courses down here. Apply and save. I got a lot. That's going to suck. All right, guys. Heats are posted. Heats are posted.
George A. Yours. 14-2. Bernie Hammer. 16-9. 19-6. 16-1. 15-6. 14-4. 16 flat. 15-7. 14-4. 15-3. 20.6. 14-8. Luis Ores 15-3. 14-3. 16-2. (15-3). 14-3. Chadwick Mishler 18-1. 21.1. 15-6. 15-5. 17-7. 29.3. 15-2. 15-3. 16-1. 15-9. 15 flat. 48.4. 16-3. 15-1. 15-3. 14-6. 34.6. 15-9. 15-9. 14-6. 14-7. 15-2. 16-1. 14-9. Greg Harrell 14-6. 15-4. 30.6. 17 flat. 14-8. 15-6. 25.9. 15-9. 30.8. 25.6. 30.2. 17-2. 15-6. Rob Puckett, Trevor Montgomery. 14 flat. 16-6. 16-5. 15-3. 15-5. 14-3. 15-5. 15-1. 31.6. 18-5. 15-3. 28.3. 15-1. 15-9, 15-7, 15-5, 19-2, 15-3, 15-1, 20 flat, 16-1, 15-1, 44.6, 17 flat, 15-2, 15-4, 22.8, 15-2, 12-2, 15-4, 15-1, 15-6, 16-5, 15-1, 31.8, 15-7, 20.1, 15-5, 15-5, 15-4, 16-4, 15-4, 15-2, George A. 15-3, 15 flat, 15-3, 15-8, 42.6, 44.5, 15-5, 14-2, 16-2, 15-5, 17-4, 14-8, 14-6, 15-3, 15-7, 15-3, 17 flat, 21.1, The Ginger Ninja, 15-8, 14-9, 15-4, 14-9, 14-8, 16-3, 15 flat, 15-8, 15-7, 15-2, 15-1, 15-2, 15-4, 15-5, 28.2, 28.2, 50.5, 16-1, 16-1, 15 flat, 16-4, 14-4, 15-2, 15-2, 14-3, 14-3, 17-1, 15-4, 14-8, 14-3, 14-1, 15-2. 15 flat, 14-5, 14-4, 15-2. 14-9, 14-1, 15-1, 16-4. 16-1, 14-9, 15-3, 17-6. 15-6. John Johnson. Fifteen flat. 14-9. 14-9. Chadwick Mishler. $27.5. $15.1. $14.6. $31.8. $29.9.
All right, guys, sorry about that. All right, Wheelers, let's get you guys out up here. Practice is closed. Racing shall begin. I need to get George, Luis, Austin, Jeremiah's in this one, Chadwick's in this one, and Ninja out here to turn marshal. So George, Luis, Austin, Ninja, and Chuck, actually.
Kyle Brummett.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. So George, Luis, Austin, Ninja, and Chuck Hayes, all at the turn marshal.
Jeremiah Ward. Lou Torres.
Is George here? George. Hey, someone yell out there and get George and Chuck Hayes in here. All right, Caden, thank you. To the dots. All right. Once Caden gets to the dots, we can get going. Your TQ is Jeremiah with a 22.509, 22.509. All right, get him rolling. All right, minute in, 4 to go. Jeremiah's on top by 1.5 over Mishler. 22.505 new TQ pace. Mishler 21.503. Kyle 21.512, 1.2 behind Mishler. Lou's on an 18.508. Had a little issue there on that out lap. 7.9 behind Kyle. Fast lap, though, Jeremiah, 13.828, 14.1 for Mishler, 14.85 for Brummett, 14.689 for Lou. Jeremiah's off TQ now, 22.511. Mishler's on a 21.503. Kyle, 25.07. Mishler's only 1.6 behind Jeremiah. Your leader is in that all white. Second place is in the purple. Third is in pink. White with the orange. Oh, a little issue there for your second place. That may give Brummett a little bit of a chance to take over P2. Kyle just dropped a 13.808. Had to cheat the system there. All right, approaching 2:15, Jeremiah Ward, 22.511, 6.3 up on Mishler. Mishler just got down into 13s, 13.989. He's on a 21.509. Kyle's on a 25.08. Lou's on a 19 or 20 now. Lou's on a 25.15.
2 minutes left.
Watch start finish line, start finish line. All clear.
One minute left.
All right, Jeremiah's on a 22.510. Mishler 8.2 back, 21.506. Kyle 25.05. Lou 19.501.
45 seconds left.
45 seconds, 45 seconds. George, I'm going to take you up on that volunteering on this next one.
30 seconds left. Fifteen seconds left.
All right, keep going until your name is called.
Kyle Brummett done. Lou Torres done. Chadwick Mishler done.
Actually, I want to need 2 volunteers this time, and since Chuck didn't come out this time, and
All drivers are finished.
I'll take Chuck and George to help me out on this one.
Jeremiah Ward done.
But Kyle, Chadwick, and Jeremiah all out the turn marshal. Jeremiah with the win, 22.514 off his TQ. but get Kyle, Chadwick, Jeremiah, Chuck Hayes, and George out to help turn marshal. You can do it. All right, 21.5 guys. You're looking for a 25.01 Chuck Hayes' TQ. The 8th spot for that final transfer spot is Rob Puckett right now. He's on a 19.508.293.
Steve Roebling. John Steger.
And Chuck, you can own that spot right there too. Chuck, you already needed marshaling. Don't strip a gear.
Ryan Scott. Bernie Hammer.
I think the body was caught in there when that car was on top of him. I think he's okay. Caden, give it gas. Do you need to pop it real quick and put it back in? No, that car got pinned in underneath his wheel. I think I just put it in a weird binding situation. Okay, well, is it in? Oh, shit, it did. We'll take it apart, Caden, see what. All right, Racer's Minute, guys. Why? All right. Huh? All right, remember, guys, that TQ, or that not that TQ, but the magic number is Rob Puckett's 8th spot, 19.508. Chuck Hayes does have your TQ with a 25.01. I still need Lou to check in, though. Oh, shoot, Lou, I thought you were already out here. Yeah, Lou, you're in this one. Steve, are you going to get it? Okay, I just wanted to make sure you got it. Okay.
Lou Torres.
All right, here they come. All right, just Caden and Steve check in, and we're going to be good to go. Hey, Sean, are you running the front wing?
Caden Christian.
Sean, are you running the front wing? Are you running the front wing on yours? Okay. I'm not either. I was just
Stephen Christian.
All right, everyone's good. All right, let's get them rolling, guys. Separate yourselves out. You guys got 9 of you or 8 of you. My car's really tight. All right, Caden, you're hot. Lou's live. Andre's live. John's live. Steve, you're live. Bernie's live. And Ryan, you're live. All you guys are live. You only have 7. Steve didn't make this one, so actually, not sure how Steve's in this one. Lou's coming out swinging with a 15 flat. 25.03. That moves him up to second overall. With a minute in, 4 to go. Steve Christian second, 19.505. Andre, 19.510. Bernie, 18.501. Caden, 18.511. John Stager, 18.516. Let you guys get a couple more laps clicked off here. Things can change quickly in the 21.5 class. Issue for your leader right there. That puts Steve Christian on top. Steve just went a 15.6. He's on a 19.501. Now Lou's back up top. 19.503 for Lou. Steve, 19.506. Andre, 19.510. Ryan Scott, 19.514. Caden, 18.501. John, 18.501. Bernie, 17.503. Right now, Steve is in the bump spot with a 19.506. Lou's sitting in 7th. 19.502. Ryan Scott, that's your leader right behind you. If you give him some space. Thank you. All right, with 2 down, 3 to go. It's still Lou, Steve, Andre, top 3. Lou's got about 2.1 second lead on Steve. Steve's got 1.1 on Andre. Andre's got 3.8 on Scott. Scott's got a 7/10 on Caden. Caden's 2.6 on Stager. Stager's about a second on Bernie. Right now, 25.15 for Lou puts him up 5th overall. Steve is still holding on to the 8th and final transfer spot. A little rollover for your leader right there. Not sure if that's enough time killed. It's going to give Steve the lead or not. Trying to catch Steve out on the track. Oh, start-finish line. Watch the start-finish line. All right, Caden. Thank you, Caden, for waiting on Lou.
Left.
Lou's on a 19.503. That puts him 7th. Steve's bumped down to 10th overall. That takes him out of the bump spot. That's Steve going down the straightaway into the switchback, over to the hump, down through the washboard section, over the tabletop with a minute 30. 19.508. He is only 19.509. He's half a second off of Puckett, 2 seconds off of Harrell's 8th transfer spot. Lou's in 7th right now with a 19.503. With a couple guys that could bump him down in the next round. 19.502. He's getting faster. That moves him up to 7th. He's got some clean track in front of him. So does your second place car. Andre got around Steve. Lou's back up to 6th. Andre's in 10th. Steve's in 11th. Steve is now back up to second,
45 seconds
19.509. Close to that 8th spot.
$30 left. $15 left.
All right, last time by. Lou Torres, 19.5 flat. Puts him in 6th, gives him some breathing room. Andre's a 19.508. He is 1 second off of that 8th and final transfer spot. Keep going, keep going.
Lou Torres done.
Lou.
John Steger done.
19.501 puts him 6th overall. Everyone else is still live.
Andre Jones done. Caden Christian done.
Steve Christian, 19.509. That puts him in
Christian
10th overall.
Bernie Hammer done.
All right.
All
Lou
drivers
Torres.
are finished.
I'm going to need
Ryan Scott done.
Steger, Christian, Steger, Caden, Bernie, Ryan, Andre, all at the turn marshal. All right, Rob Puckett, you are out. Your target
Robert
time is that Greg
Quilter.
Harrell's of a 19.507.
Greg Harrell. John Johnson. Luis Orris. Trevor Montgomery. Chuck Hayes. Austin Tunney. Rob Puckett.
Do I have John Steger right here? Oh, hey, go to the dots for me, John. The 3 dots right there. See him in the middle. Thank you. All right, guys, let's get you guys rolling. Give yourself some space. All right, Robert, you're good. You're live. John Johnson's live. Trevor's live. Austin, you're live. Harold's live. Puckett's live. Hayes is live. Luis is live. Everyone's live. All right, Chuck Hayes, 2501. That is your current TQ. Right now, we need to look for that 8th and final transfer spot. Greg Harrell holds it right now. Rob Puckett is outside looking in. Let you guys work some laps in here. I'll kind of call them off. All right, minute 15, 3:45 to go. Chuck Hayes, 21.514. New TQ, John Johnson, 25.03. Robert Quilter, 25.06. Luis, 25.08. Austin, 25.11. Rob, 25.11. Harold, 25.14. Puckett, 25.12. Right now, that's going to keep Torres all the way down to 8th. Quilter's now down to 8th. Torres is comfortable at 7th. Greg Harrell is out. Robert Quilter's sitting on that bump spot. Now Greg Harrell's moved up to that 8th spot. Robert Quilter's in that bump spot. Puckett's moved up to 4th overall. Three to go. Chuck Hayes, 21.513. Fast lap, though, goes to Trevor with the 14.635, sitting in that 5th spot. Keep an eye on that 8th spot. Quilter's back up to 8th. Moves Lou down to 9th. They're all on 20s. Top 8. Everyone in this is in a 20-lap pace. 21.513 for Chuck Hayes, though. That's new TQ. John Johnson just went purple with the 14.506 that last lap.
Two minutes left.
All right, you heard the lady. 2 minutes left. All right, Austin's dropped down 3 to 7th overall. Moves Montgomery up to 4th. Puckett to 5th. Quilter to 6th. Chuck Hayes is about 2.3 second lead on John Johnson with a new TQ. Johnson's 3 seconds up on Luis. Luis is 1/100th of a second up on Trevor. Now Trevor's moved up to 3rd. Luis is down to 4th. He's got about a 1.5 second gap back to Puckett. Puckett's 8/10 on Quilter. Quilter's a half a second on Harold. Harold's 8/100ths up on Austin. Right now, Austin's down to that 8th and final transfer spot with a 25.13. He's got himself about a lap and a half up on Lou.
One minute
Luis
left.
just went back to 3rd. Trevor down to 4th. Quilter 5th. Puckett 6th. Harold 7th. Austin 8th. Everybody's still on a 20-lap pace. So far, everyone in this race is safe for the A main.
45 seconds left.
Trevor and
30
Luis
seconds
separated by a
left.
half a second. 3/10 separates Puckett and Quilter. Uh-oh, issue for Harold there. That moves Harold down to 19.502. That puts
15
Torres in
seconds
8th.
left.
With 15 seconds to go, can Harold barrel down? Little flip right there by the roller, by the roller. That's John Johnson. Don't know if that's going to affect him overall. He still had a 25.07 for that second. Chuck Hayes is on a TQ, a 21.514. See where Harold ends up at when he crosses the line.
Greg Harrell done.
19.502.
John
That
Johnson
puts
done.
him in 9th and
Robert
final
Quilter done.
top spot of the B main. Lou
Trevor
Torres makes the
Montgomery
A.
done.
All right, Chuck's still live.
Rob Puckett done. Luis Orris done. Austin Tunney done.
All right.
All drivers are finished.
All right, so
Chuck
your
Hayes done.
A mains: Chuck, Johnson, Montgomery, Luis, Robert, Rob, Austin, and Lou. The rest of you guys are going to the B. All right, Mod Short Course, you're next. Mod Short Course. I'm going to need Greg, Austin, Rob, Robert, and Luis all at the turn marshal, please. Actually, Luis is in this one. Austin is in this one. So I need Greg, Robert's in this, John, Trevor, and Chuck. So Greg, Rob, John, Trevor, and Chuck out the turn marshal. You don't have to marshal. You're in this. Huh? Okay. All right. Well, all right. Luis is out on this one. So, Chuck Hayes, you do not need to come turn marshal. Chuck Hayes, you hear me?
Shut.
Chuck, you don't need to turn marshal. Luis is going to turn marshal. Hey, George, how much drag brake do you run? How much drag brake do you run? None.
Me and Tucker last night were running our fastest laps with barely any power in the car. Like this track,
Robert Quilter.
you need to drive it slower.
That's where the 21.5 is almost as fast as 17. Did you guys just turn your power down on the radio?
No,
Just
Austin Tunney.
I thought about just turning my radio down to like 75% driving the car.
you just gotta remember that you don't have to go full throttle. Like right here, that right after the straight,
Yeah.
like that, you'd probably lose anywhere from 1 to 2 tenths not rolling that properly.
Oh yeah, I noticed if I come through and right at the corner, if I let off the gas and let the car just kind of roll through those 2 last rumble strips, then I can hug it. If I try to force it through and go high, or if I try to turn it, the car fucking flips. It's an adjustment to run 17.5 over 21.5, but sure. All right, who am I missing? I need one more guy. I need 1, 2. All right, yeah, over here in front of me, then we'll be good to go. You're good on the bucket. Stay on the bucket, actually. Who am I missing? I need Luis. Luis, come in front of me here, bud. Luis. Is Luis right there? Huh? Can you grab me real quick right here? Caden, can you grab it real quick? I want to get this rolling. I thought he said he's going to turn marshal. Hey, Caden, just grab it real quick for me. I don't know. All right, Caden is going to cover for us. Go ahead, and guys, and go. All right, we're going to hit the start button. All right, you cross the line, you're all going to be hot. All right, right now, Quilter holds your TQ, 19.515. Watch the start-finish line. Austin, the good news is you're not goal. You're not. Now you are. That did not count your lap, so you're good now. You're hot. All right. 19.515 is Quilter's TQ. All right, minute in, 4 to go. Quilter on top. Fast lap 16.345. Austin second with a 17.382 fast lap. Right now, Quilter's on a 19.513. That is a new TQ. Oh, go low on the backstretch. Low on the backstretch. Oh, okay, all clear. That is your leader with a little issue going down the back straightaway there. See if that's enough time to let Austin kind of take over. Austin just drops a 16.499. Separated by 1.1 second with 3:30 to go. Austin's up top now, 18.507. No movers here. He needs to get down to an 18.506. 1 to bump Luis down. $16.422 fast lap last time by. Now Quilter's on top with a 16 flat. He's on 18.505, so that moves Austin up to second overall, bumps Luis down to third. Okay. Oh, We got a rollover at the start-finish line. Rollover at the start-finish line. That is your leader. He's probably going to transfer that back to Austin. Austin actually is your leader right now on an 18.504. 18.503. See if he can get into that 19th. He's only 4 seconds off TQ. Brian, that's your leader right behind you. Thank you. Oh, backstretch, all clear. 2 to go, 2 minutes to go. Oh, issue for your leader.
2 minutes left.
Well, that put him down. Luis is back up into that second spot. That takes Austin to an 18.507. Quilter's on an 18.509, 1.2 behind Austin right now. Brian's 21 behind Austin, 20 behind Quilter. All right, minute 15, minute 15. Austin's still up by 1.6 seconds to 18.504. He's back up to second overall with a minute to go.
1 minute left. "45 seconds left. "30 seconds left.
15.912 for Austin. Fast lap of the race. 18.502.
15 seconds left.
8/10 up on Quilter. Ooh, that may swap the lead right there. Quilter back up top. Oh, issue for Quilter.
Brian Shutt done. Austin Tunney done.
Austin, 18.504, puts him second overall.
All drivers
Gives
are
him the win,
finished.
too, with that little bobble.
Robert
All
Quilter
drivers are done. I need Steve Christian up here, please. I need 3 volunteers, guys. I need 3 volunteers to help turn marshal, but I need Brian and Robert out to turn marshal. Brian and Robert
Kyle
out to turn
Brummett.
marshal, and then 3
Chuck
volunteers.
Hayes. Jeremiah Ward. George A. Luis Orris.
And all that. All right, 17.5, waiting on everybody to check in. Marshals, I do have, looks like 2 guys out there.
Chadwick Mishler.
So I'm going to need a marshal at the bucket, a marshal at 1, and a marshal at the dots by 2. Still waiting on Sean to check in, Austin and Jason. Looks like Sean's putting the diff in his car. He needs a minute.
Yours.
All right, I still need 3 marshals at least. 2 marshals. Need 1 at the bucket and 1 at the dots, please. Need a marshal at 1 and a marshal at the dots for 2, guys.
The Ginger Ninja.
You got me, Andre? Thank you, sir. Either right there or the dots where that green car's sitting. Oh, no, you're good. Yeah, right here at
Austin
1,
Tunney.
Andre. Thank you. All right, drivers, we got everybody checked in. We've got marshals in position. Go ahead and space yourselves out, and I'm going to start the clock. Jeremiah, you're live. George, Ginger Ninja, Kyle, Jason, Luis, Austin, Chadwick, Chuck, all drivers are live. All right, let you guys get a couple laps in. All right, coming up on a minute in, George is out front on a 21.512. He's about a second off the previous TQ set by Chuck Hayes. He's followed by Sean, Chadwick, Luis, Kyle, Jason, Austin, Chuck, and Jeremiah. Minute 30 in, George is now on a 21.510. He's about a second ahead of the previous TQ. Followed by Sean on a 21.511, Chadwick on a 25.01, Luis on a 25.05, Kyle's on a 25.08, Chuck's up to a 19.5 flat, Austin's on a 19.506, Jeremiah's on a 19.516, and Jason's on a 18.509. Watch after the rumbles, guys. Go high. Looks like Sean Bourne having some trouble there. George across the loop and down the straightaway. Looks like George had a rough lap that time, too. That's going to put Chadwick up top on a 25.03, followed by George, 3/10 behind him. Luis is 3/10 off of George, and Sean is 83 thousandths off of Luis. Now George jumps back up to the top on a 25.02. Chadwick also on a 25.02. Sean's on a 25.03. A 25.04 for Luis, and Chuck's up to a 25.09. Kyle's on a 25.10. The entire top 8 in this is separated by less than 10 seconds. Got one upside down at the roller. Three down, 2 to go. George is still your leader
2
on a
minutes
25.01. Followed by Chadwick on a 25.02, 7/10 behind George. Now the Ginger Ninja jumps up to the second spot, 7/10 behind George. Chadwick is 3/10 behind him. Luis is 9/10 behind him. There is a tight battle for the top 4. Kyle, you're 3 seconds back of that battle, and Chuck Hayes, you're a half second off of Kyle. Jeremiah, you're a 10th off of Chuck. 25 flat for George in P1. 21.514 for Sean. Now they've switched positions. John to the lead at the 21.514. George, you're 0.41 back of Sean. Chadwick, you're on a 25.02, 1.8 off of George. Luis, you're 3/10 behind P3. A minute remains.
1 minute
Watch
left.
that timing and scoring. 45 seconds, guys. George still up front at a 21-5-14, about 3
45
seconds behind the
left.
previous TQ. That's going to move George up 6 spots to the 3rd position overall. Luis is moving up 1 position to the number 5 position overall. Those are your 2 movers
30
for this
seconds
race with 30
left.
seconds to go. $20 seconds to go. George still your leader, followed by Sean, Luis, Chad,
15
Chuck Hayes,
seconds left.
Jeremiah, Austin, and Kyle. Jason bringing up the 9th position. Master clock has expired. George is on a 21-5-13. Not quite enough to get to the previous TQ.
Ewers done. Jeremiah Ward done. Kyle Brummett done. Luis Orris done. George A. done. Chadwick Mishler done. The Ginger Ninja done. Austin Tunney done. All drivers are finished.
All right,
Chuck
George
Hayes
takes
done.
that one home on a 21-5-13, about 2 seconds behind the previous TQ. That good, huh? So your overall qualifying was Chuck Hayes, Sean, George, Chadwick, Luis, Jeremiah, Austin, Kyle, and Jason. All right, drivers, it's 9:04 right now. We'll go back racing at 9:20 with the mains.
Oh, it's just so fucking twitchy. No.
Steve Roebling.
Heats are posted. Heats are posted.
George A. Steve Roebling. Fourteen 4. 17-1. 14-1. Chadwick Mishler. 17-2. 17-4. 15 flat. 42.2. 14-6, 14-7, 15 flat, 14-5, 'The Ginger Ninja, 14-3, 16-6, 26.4, 17 flat, 24.6, 57.7, 24.6, 16-3, 14-5, 14-6, 14-6, 16-7, 14-7, 16-4, 14-8, 14-6, 17 flat, 41.5, 41.5, 14-4, 16-3, 14-8, 14-9, 14-1, 14-5, 14-4, 18-8, 14-1, 14-5, 14-3, 16-6, 14-2, 16 flat, 14-1, 15-7, 14 flat, 42 flat, 42.1, John Johnson, 14-3, 14-5, 14-6, 20.6, 14-7, 14 flat, 14-8, 14-6, 16 flat, 14-9, 15-2, 21.2, 15-8, 24.8, 49.2, 25.7, 32.9, 13-7. 16-7. 23.3. 17-5. 31.3. 15-4. 26.5. 15-2. 14-7. 14-3. 15-9. 18 flat. 14-8. 14-6. 15 flat. 16-2. 18-9. 14-4. 14-3. 14-3. 16-2. 14-4. 14-5. 14-4. 14-1. 13-9. 14-4. 34.6. 14-2. 15-5. 16-2. 14-5. 16-3. 15-7. 16-2. 15 flat. 'Trevor Montgomery. 20 flat. 15-3. 14-6. 14-5. 14-8. 19-4. 46.8. 14-7. George A. 15-2. 15-1. 15-1. 15 flat. 23.9. 16 flat. 14-8. 15-1. 14-8. 15-5. 15-2. 14-6. 14-9. 14-8. 15-1. 15 flat. 16-4. 14-9. 15-1. 15-1. George A. "15 flat."
All right, track is
18
closed.
7.
B main, let's go. I need my A main guys out, please. A main guys out. That'd be Lou, Austin, Rob, Robert, and Luis. Lou, Austin, Rob, Robert, and Luis.
Bernie Hammer. Greg Harrell. Andre Jones.
I went over there and stole me a sweatshirt and hoodie when nobody was looking. Nobody was in there. Just let you know. See it on camera. It wasn't me.
Caden's my guy when I'm not over there, so Caden takes care of it.
Receipt paperwork. This is good.
Yeah, well, I have a shit ton of this. I don't have any receipt paper.
Yeah, I know.
I don't print receipts off here. All right. I don't like how that meter is not there.
John Steger.
Get it.
Caden Christian.
That is what it is. Okay. Did not like that Mugen buggy at all.
Huh?
Did not like my Mugen buggy at all.
You should save a TLR or something, man.
Well, I got a hell of a deal on it, so I was trying it out. I can turn around and sell it. All right, I got my turn marshal. Still waiting on Ryan Scott to check in and Steve Christian. Original setup on it.
Ryan Scott.
Where's Steve Christian? Oh, yeah, okay. Not like I'm 10 minutes later than I'm supposed to be. Well, hey, we'll see what happens. Well, I let Chad run that car last Sunday, and I went to go run it now, and it didn't run.
Chad's fault.
Yeah, it is Chad's fault.
Stephen Christian.
All right. All right, your lineup's going to be Greg Harrell, Steve Christian, Andre, John Steger. I should just put Steve in the back with that gay-looking wing that he has on the front of that car. Ryan Scott, Bernie Hammer, Steve Roebling, and Caden Christian. All right. Is Steve not in this one? Okay. All right, guys, that's your lineup. Top two go to the A main. Top two go to the A main. All right, turn marshals ready. Racers ready. Less than 5. Two-cart breakaway right now for Greg Harrell and Steve Christian. Little chaos behind. Those two guys can play calm and collected. They're going to find their way to the A main, but plenty of racing left. That being said, Jones, Steger, and Hammer have something else to say to that. Harrell's in complete command right now with Christian in tow. Those two guys got about a 3-second lead on Andre. Oh, issue for your leader. Harrell goes down. That's going to tighten up Andre and Stager. Gives Steve Christian a little bit of an advantage right there. Steve can keep it clean. Harrell still manages to hold on to that precious second and final transfer spot. What?
I've done lost sight of Steve's car. Isn't that it right here?
The green and pink and green. All right, looks like Steve's being conservative. That's allowing Harold to catch up to him. Remember, we're taking two. Caden, you got your leaders coming in, buddy. Give them some space. And one's your dad. That'll be a very uncomfortable ride home if you wreck him. Oh, there's your two leaders right there. But also, there goes Andre with a little issue at the same time. Stager's worked his way down. Now this third place is Andre and Bernie. 4/10 separates Christian and Harold. 2 seconds separates Harold and Jones for that final transfer spot. Oh, they're all three together now. Harold broke away. Looks like Jones is second. Issue for Steve Christian. .230 to go. Plenty of time, Steve. Just keep digging. So you got Andre and Stager. Stager's just sitting there with the shark or the Jaws music playing. Sticks it in, misses it. Jones stays wide. Over under for him as we work our way through the midsection. Switchback, jump over to the tabletop as we're working our way to the start-finish line. That's just allowing Steve to catch that group. It was 3 before. It's 2 now. Well, these guys keep battling. That's exactly what Steve wants to see. Harold's on his way out. 4-second gap for him. With them 2 to go, Steve needs to about full send it right now as John and Andre are sitting battling back and forth. Andre with the advantage. Straightaway separates Andre and Christian with 1:30 to go. A little issue right there for John and Jones. That's going to allow Christian to be part of this game. And right behind Steve is Hammer. Oh, Steve rolls it over on the back, switchback right after the rollover. That's going to give that gap. That lures Bernie in front of Steve now. Greg Harrell's just out there all on an island by himself, but John Stager is finding himself in that second spot with a good little cushion.
1 minute left.
Watch the tabletop. Watch the tabletop. All clear. Wheeler, you're next. Wheeler A. Main, you're next.
45 seconds left. Thirty seconds left.
Well, that's where my
15 seconds left.
Luckily, we got 3 coming. That's my fault. I got pissed off and shoved it into the wall on purpose. That car's driving horrible. All right.
John Stager done.
Keep going.
Andre Jones
Harold's
done.
on a victory lap.
Bernie Hammer done. Stephen Christian done. Greg Harrell done. Ryan Scott done.
All right.
All drivers
all
are
drivers are done.
finished.
Greg and Stager, get the
Caden
transfer.
Christian done.
Get your batteries on charge. I need Caden, Steve Christian, Bernie, Andre, and Stager all out the turn, Marshall. And my Wheeler guys are next.
Kyle Brummett. Chadwick Mishler. Jeremiah Ward. Lou Torres.
All right, guys, your lineups: Jeremiah, Chadwick, Kyle, and Lou. All right, Jeremiah, Chadwick, Kyle, and Lou. Hey, Sean, are you needing something? Okay. All right, guys, let me move this. I got to move this to 7 minutes. Hold on here. All right, guys, you guys ready? Turn marshals ready? Less than 5. We're good. Thank you. Thank you, though. All right, with the minute ends, Jeremiah still on top. Fast lap 14.284. Lou on a 14.559. Kyle 15.2. Chadwick a 14.340. Jeremiah's in that all white. Lou's in that yellow and orange. Kyle's in the all pink. Chadwick's in the purple. Kyle just got down into the 14s himself, 14.870. A little issue there on the back straightaway. Watch straightaway. Good turn marshaling there, Caden. Watch straightaway. Go low on the backstretch. Low on the backstretch. That's your leader. That's going to close that up for Lou. Watch backstretch. Thank you, John. Part of the pipe. All right, 5 minutes to go. Jeremiah 1.3 on Lou. Got a little lap traffic coming up, Kyle. Watch yourself. The leader's right behind you. $13.988 fast lap for your leader. 14.441 for Lou. 14.209 for Mishler. Mishler's only 7.1 behind Lou. A little bobble here or there. That might make that a nice little battle. They both are pretty equal in pace. .3 separates, 5 seconds separates Lou and Jeremiah. 4.3 separates Lou and Mishler. 4.6 now. All right, 3 to go. Jeremiah on top by 7 seconds. Chadwick's 3.2 back on Lou. Lou's running 14.8. Chadwick's running 14 flats. That's going to be a battle before you know it. About a rumble strip distance apart from each other. Issue for your leader again going down the backstretch. 2.1 at the stripe between Torres and Mishler for that higher spot on the podium with 2:20 to go. Man, I'm going to need some volunteers, guys, to turn marshal the next race. 17.5 A main, you're next. 17.5 A main next. 2 to go. Mishler's got that gap down to 1.2. They're about a tabletop distance. Oh, a little issue there for Lou. That's going to give Mishler the second place spot. Moves Torres down to third. Fast laps, though. I don't think that 13.2 is correct for Mishler, but 13.7 for Ward, 14.4 for Torres. 14.3 for Kyle. One minute to go.
1 minute left.
Got a good battle for second. Oh.
45 seconds left. Thirty seconds left.
Mishler's fast lap was a 13.909.
15 seconds left. Lou Torres done. Chadwick Mishler done.
Steve Christian, I'm going to need you up here.
All drivers are finished.
I'm going to need
Jeremiah Ward done.
I need 3 turn marshals, volunteer turn marshals. 3 volunteer turn marshals, please.
Luis Oris.
All right, drivers, as Jason said, I need volunteer marshals for this one, please.
Luis Oris. Jeremiah Ward. Austin Tunney. Kyle Brummett. Chuck Hayes. George A. The Ginger Ninja. Chadwick Mishler.
All right, gentlemen, I need a marshal at the bucket and a marshal at 2, and we'll be good to go. I need a marshal at the bucket and a marshal at the dots for position number 2, guys. There's not many of us left, guys. I definitely need 2 volunteer marshals, please. One at the bucket and one at the dots for position 2. I don't know where my son went. Oh, Christopher. My Lord, have mercy. He's hurt. He's hurt. His coochie hurts. Can't say that on the FFA broadcast, though.
It'll pick it up anyway. Jason and I got in trouble talking shit one day.
At the dots by the J Concepts banner. All right, you guys, take it easy on Rittenberry. He's hurt. All right, your lineup is Chuck Hayes, Sean, George, Chadwick, Luis, Jeremiah, Austin, Kyle, and Jason. Jason, did you put a transponder in that car? You're not checked in. Oh, I got to drag you up. You're cracker smacker.
Yours.
All right, again, your order is Chuck, Sean, George, Chad, Luis, Jeremiah, Austin, Kyle, and Jason. All right, drivers ready. Marshals look alive. You will be live at the tone. Lou. All right, we come around lap 1, about like they started. Chuck, Sean, George, Chad, Jason, Austin, Kyle, Jeremiah, and Luis. Now we got George all the way to the top, followed by Sean, Chad, Chuck, Jason, Kyle, Jeremiah, Austin, and Luis. Leader making his way across start-finish line. Down the straightaway. Go low on the straight, low on the straight. Leader got it wrong. That's going to give the position, I believe, to Sean. See how that sorts out as they come around. I believe the leader's across the loop, and they are. Sean followed by Chuck, then Chadwick, George. That's your top 4. Jason running P5. Austin, Luis, Jeremiah, and Kyle. Leaders coming through the rumbles, the pink and white, followed by the green and white. That's P1 and P2. Just got around Kyle. Chuck's coming up on Louise. That's P2, Luis. Thanks for the little bit of help there. Appreciate you. Austin, that's the leader coming up on you. Thank you, Austin. Now we've got Austin and Kyle between P1 and P2. Ginger Ninja over the rollers, headed to the tabletop. Chuck gets by Kyle cleanly. Leader still separated by Austin Tunney. 2 down, 5 to go. It's got Sean out front, followed by Chuck, George, Chad, Jason, Jeremiah, Austin, Kyle, and Luis. Got a freight train across start-finish line. Watch straightaway. Go high on the straightaway. It's clear. P3, George gets through the lap traffic. Leader over the tabletop. It's like Chuck Hayes had a problem that lap. Lets George get by, so your closest race is coming over start-finish for second and third. Sean's got a comfortable 5-second lead at this time. Leader over start-finish. Second and third over the tabletop. Fourth position is Chadwick Mishler, a white buggy with the white front wheels and pink rear wheels. Fourth is Jeremiah. Fifth place, Luis. Sixth is Kyle. Seventh is Austin. Ninth is Jason. Watch the backstretch. Backstretch is clear. Leader makes his way over to start finish. Closest race on the track right now is for P3. That's Chuck and Chadwick through the rumble strips headed towards the tabletop. Meanwhile, your leader is coming through the rumbles headed towards the tabletop as well. George, you're 4.6 back of Sean. Chad, you're 3.4 behind George. Chuck, you're a half second off of Chadwick. Jeremiah, you're 4.1 behind Chuck. 2:30 remains, guys. 2:30 remains. Leader working his way onto the straightaway, coming up on Kyle and Jeremiah. Leader down the straightaway with a little bit of clean track. Second place across start finish. 3.6 back of Sean, George. Chuck, you're 4.7 behind George. Chadwick, you're a half second off Chuck. Jeremiah, you're 4.5 back. Kyle, you're 1.2 off of Luis.
2 minutes left.
Austin, you're 3.3 behind Kyle. And Jason, you're 5 seconds off of Austin. You heard the lady. 2 minutes to go. Sean still out front with a 3.3 second lead. Watch the backstretch. Minute 30 remaining, drivers. A minute 30 remaining. Got Sean, George, Chuck. Go high at the loop. Go inside at the loop. Running order still Sean, George, Chuck, Chad, Jeremiah, Luis, Kyle, Jason, and Austin. It's like Jason needs to be pulled.
1 minute left.
1 minute remains, drivers. You heard her. Sean's out front by 5.3 over George. Chuck, you're 3.3 behind George. Chad, you're 3.2 off of Chuck. Jeremiah, you're 1.6 off of Chad.
Left.
Chadwick. Closest battle on the track right now is for P2. Chuck, you're 1.7 off of George.
30 seconds left.
Second and third are separated by Kyle. Meanwhile, leader down the backstretch, working on the lap car of, it's like Jeremiah and Chadwick.
15 seconds left.
That is the battle for position in front of you, Jeremiah.
Kyle Brummett
Oh,
done.
man, Jeremiah put a move on him but didn't get it right over
Austin
the tabletop.
Tunney
That's
done.
going to give that position to Chadwick
the Ginger
Mishler.
Ninja done. Chadwick Mishler done. Luis Horace done. Jeremiah Ward done. George A done. All drivers are finished.
All right, Ginger
Chuck
Ninja,
Hayes
Sean
done.
Bourne takes that one home, followed by George, Chuck, Chadwick, Jeremiah, Luis, Kyle, Austin, and Jason.
Got a strip hole in it, and then I need to move it. Fucking awful. All right, guys, I need Austin, Kyle, whoever's in the next one. Sorry. So I need Jeremiah,
Robert Quilter.
Chadwick, Chuck, and George out the turn marshal.
Luis Horace.
Jeremiah. Oh, yeah, Jeremiah, Chuck, Chadwick, and George.
Brian Shutt.
Thanks for helping, man. Hi, buddy. Oh, find that screw for me.
I just haven't really been out trying to.
Austin Tunney.
Jason will give me his cheater tires for his Lewis's Sprint. I might run that Lewis's Sprint Saturday and cheat that class all up.
I don't have any cheater tires. I don't have any tires. Like, my tires are gone. All right, I got my turn marshals.
The only one that comes out of the corner and yanks the wheelies all the way to the next corner. I know.
Unless he's changed it, that's supposed to be my setup on that car.
Yeah, there's your setup.
But no, I don't know how many RGT guys will show up on it.
Not many.
But I know it's Darlington.
You won't. You might get like Kenny Kiger.
I don't care if we have 4 or 5 of us as long as I can shake it down.
Can you get Wheatley?
He's going to try and be here. I'm trying to get him run by other 12-speed cars.
What's your other car? CRC with
It's a CRC Razor, and I put an oval ocean on it on it.
All right, got my turn marshals. All right, guys. All right. Drivers ready. Racers ready. Less than 5. run your R2Ts in NDRC. Why not?
Have you seen that track, Jason?
All the tape.
Yeah, it's worse. The thing of it is, you know, they want to blame it on global guys. Well, it's not global guys. Well, it could be some global guys. How are we making
All right, Quilter on top, Luis second, Austin third, Brian fourth. 1.6 seconds separates Robert and Luis, and 0.7 seconds separates Austin and Luis.
I would love to be able to run RT here and over there on Sundays, like do a little series thing. But until they do something with the fucking barriers, I think it's going to be so. Dwayne Harvison guys want to run in there and see the barriers. And I've told you time and time again, if you do what Jason's got going on for shoulder guys over there, it'd be so much better. No, so they've got them hard ass rails, and he's got gas pipes going down the series.
All right, 5:15 to go. Quilter, Oros, Austin, and Brian. Fast lap 16:084 for Quilter, 16:079 for Luis, 16:133 for Austin, 17:253 for Brian. Oh, that lead has gotten pretty tight right there for the top three. 0.6 of a second separates them. Your leader is in that gray and the orange. Second place is white and yellow. Third place is blue with the number 7. Oh, just rolls over coming on itself to Marshall. Oh, Luis just takes over Robert. Oh, 2 wheels, little Joey Chitwood style as he's rolling through the roller. Lots of racing left, guys. Did you find a gear? Did you check in the hobby shop? I think it's actually in this gear.
What else they call it? I've told you time and time again, but it's like, there's only so much.
Well, the thing that I just need to get more consistent with that.
I need to just not run 17.5. I only ran it twice. I wanted to play with that other car. That Mugen's going to go up for 6.
I need to convince him to not come here Thursday.
Or do both. All right, 3:30 down, 3:30 to go. Luis on top, Robert second, Austin third, Brian fourth.
I'd almost sell that one you gave me too, Jason.
Just like, you know, like you Jason, he's got a life outside. Well, we don't need to well, then, you know, then you and I start getting together and we grew up and talk. It's like I told him last Friday. Dude, my fucking phone 30 to 35 times last week. Prior. I mean, it just go talk to him. This week, since I didn't run Saturday, Sunday either one, it was so fucking quiet. I was enjoying it. It's like I told Jason, I'm tired of being everybody's fucking soundboard. You guys got to step up and have the balls to go yourself. Everybody. It was Arthur guys, it was Arnold guys, or Volvo guys. It's like, go talk to them, you know. I got more guys going to probably ship in the membership. A couple Saturdays ago, so man, what happened a couple Saturdays ago, right? Well, he does got an arrogant fucking attitude. He doesn't understand. Rob's not a racer. He's not.
Five
2
minutes
minutes
down, 2 to
left.
go. Your leader still Robert, followed by Austin, Luis, and Brian. Leader in the orange, gray, and gray, black, and orange, headed towards the start finish. P2 in the all blue also headed across start finish right now. They are separated by 2 seconds on the master clock. Luis, you're 5.1 behind Austin. And Brian, you're a couple laps back.
Everybody's
right, as we're working our way through with about a minute to go, Robert back on top by 2.1 seconds. Fast lap for Robert, though, was a 15.892. Austin's a 15.996. Luis is a 15.930.
1 minute left.
I'm going to need some turn marshals for this next race, too. Please and thank you.
"45 seconds left.
Hey, I do have some guys coming from Twin Cities Saturday.
Okay, cool.
How many?
30 seconds left.
Well, me and your buddy got into it a couple Sundays ago. Selling him. James Lucas.
15 seconds left.
You got Rob Polly like Rob Polly pulled his car. I guess Rob pulled his car. I didn't see it. Wasn't the only buddy that showed up from Slash Utah a couple Sundays ago and decided from the first team.
All right.
Take me out.
Brian Shutt done.
Quilter on a victory lap.
Luis Oris done.
Robert with the win.
Robert
Austin
Quilter
second.
done.
Luis third.
All drivers are finished.
All right, I'm going to need some volunteers,
Austin Tunney
guys.
done.
Hit my left front hinge spin like that, or kingpin. I've never been. Yeah, and James, I got into. He's like, "Well, I'm fucking telling you, here you are gonna get along with him. You're gonna sit down." And I'm like, "Don't violate my constitutional rights. I have a civil fucking high school address, and ban me from this motherfucker because I won't sit down and talk to him and see how we go about this." Bill's standing right there. Well, tracks all over the country are banning 2 people at a time. There's one's in pressure, one's just a standing at the ground. I'm like, yeah, okay. No, wrong. Because that's not
Trevor Montgomery. Lou Torres.
Shoot the shit, go out and turn mark.
Rob Puckett. John Johnson.
We're going to need some help.
Chuck Hayes. Luis Oris.
wasn't told he was asked to leave. He leaves, this guy stays. So telling me the tracks all over the country are banning 2 people at a time. I've never been to a track where they have banned those people. They ain't mean, but man, he just
Robert Quilter.
against some shit with David Lee, and then I about bought Jason out of all the shit he got extra.
Right now, I'm about ready to sell all my fucking on-road shit, off-road stuff.
John Steger.
Did,
Well, I couldn't make heads or tails of what she's talking about, either motors or cars. So I was like,
did Andre not stay? Okay. I need to turn my. Hey, George, can you help out?
Austin Tunney.
Uh-oh. What's wrong, Robert?
we gonna ride scooters tonight? And I'm like, who's we? It was me and you. I'm like, no. Yeah, downtown. The Lime scooters. I'm like, no. He says, why not? I said, because I got shit to do. And well, I need to find me some more friends then. I said,
Robert, is it good?
treat people first when you get friends.
All right. Ninja, can I get you in front of the driver's stand? George, can I get you in front of the driver's stand real quick so we can get this done? All right, your lineup's going to be Chuck, John Johnson, Trevor Montgomery, Luis, Robert, Rob Puckett, Austin, Lou, and Steger. Thank you, George. All right, it's Puckett, then Austin. There we go. Okay. All right. You guys happy with that? All right. All right, guys. Turn marshals ready. Racers ready. Less than 5.
I'll walk in the back door that Sunday morning. He goes, why the fuck are you here? Wait, what? Because I already knew he was there. The jockey was texting him.
Oh, watch the backstretch, backstretch, all clear. All right, with a minute in, it's Chuck Hayes, John Johnson, Trevor Montgomery, a 3-car breakaway. Then we have Luis, Rob, Stager, Torres, Austin, and Quilter. 11 seconds separates the whole field. Everyone's still on the same lap.
Take your hand out of your pocket, son. Jesus Christ.
A little issue there for Trevor, I think. Was that Trevor? Yeah. Man, why does he try to turn marshal with one hand? It's because his phone's in his pocket. Oh, it's John Johnson. Issue for Johnson. That puts Torres in front of John. Lou's only 4.4 off of Luis. Chuck Hayes has got a 5.7-second lead over Trevor. Trevor's 2.6 up on Luis. That's your top three with 4:30 to go. Fast lap goes to Chuck Hayes, 14.529. All right, 4 to go. 4 to go. Chuck Hayes on top. Trevor Montgomery second. Luis third. Lou fourth. 5.1 behind Luis. Robert 3.2 behind Lou. John Johnson 2.2 behind Robert. Austin's now in front of John Johnson. Another bad lap for Johnson there. That moves Austin up 2.1 behind Quilter. Stager up. John just came off, actually. Puckett's out, too. Straight away, go low and straight away. Watch in the middle of the track, middle of the track. I don't know what that is. What was that? Did John get pissed? All right, Chuck Hayes, 10-second lead, almost lapping the field. 2:30 to go, 2:30 to go. Trevor Montgomery second, Luis third, Lou fourth. 4.3 behind Luis, Lou, for that final spot in the podium. Robert fifth, Austin sixth, John seventh, Rob eighth.
Two minutes left.
We had more on-road cars than we do off-road cars. Little wall ride there for Trevor. All right, minute 30 to go for Chuck Hayes. Trevor Montgomery and Luis. Lou's got that down to about 3 seconds right now. Lou's got about a lap on the field with a minute to go.
1 minute left. "45 seconds left. "30 seconds left. "15 seconds left. Luis
All
Suarez
right,
done.
Chuck on a victory lap.
Robert Quilter done. Rob Puckett done. John Stager done. Chuck Hayes done.
All right,
Austin
guys.
Tunney done.
Chuck Hayes, Trevor Montgomery, and
Lou
Luis.
Torres done.
All right, guys. Everyone,
All
bring your
drivers are
cars up
finished.
to the podium,
Trevor
please, and get some
Montgomery
podium
done.
pics.
yours. $28.6. $15.6. $16.1. $22.8. $15.5. Luis Oris. $15.7. $16.4. $15.5. $57.3. $15.3. $16.4. $15.4. $15.6. $17.2. $16 flat. $15.6. $17 flat. $16.4. $15.5. $15.7. 15-5. 15-4. 16-1. 16-3. 17-7. 16 flat. 15-2. 15-6. 15-8. 21 flat. 15-4. 15-7. 15-7. 15-2. 15-5. 15-4. 38.8. 18-7. 18 flat. Fifteen six. 15-6. 15-5. 16 flat. 15-7. 15-2.